Okay.
So we wanted to know, how do you think we, as a Jewish people, we can create unity between the different factions of Jews while still maintaining their religious practices, whether it's secular, Haredi,
Right. So you don't want to compromise your values in order for Achdus.
but you still want to appreciate the other.
Okay, so I'll tell you there's a few things to think. First of all, let's start off with a little Sukkot themed, Torah. We've got the four meaning, right? You've got the etrog, the lulav, hadasim, ravat, and there are people that spend hours looking for the perfect one. An etrog that doesn't have a single mark on it, a single spot, anything. It's got to be perfect. But once Yontif started, like each one of them represents a different kind of Jew, right? You know this, okay? The etrog is the people that have Torah and mitzvahs and so on, right? So you can't do the mitzvah with just an etrog, or just a lulav, or just hadassim, or just a ravus. You have to take all of them together, including their ravus, and you put them all together. And that's what tzibur is. A tzibur is tzaddik, benoni, and rasha. It's Rashi Teva, right? So you take them, and Yom Kippur we ask for permission, lipalal im ha'avaryanim, right? So that we're bringing everyone together, because we're Hashem's children. So we have to understand that we're Hashem's children, right? Now, when you take the etrog and the lulav and you shake it together, you're putting it all together. When they rub against each other, you can get spots on the etrog, and you get bruised or whatever. And if somebody else doesn't have an etrog or a lulav, and they want to shake, you lend yours to them, and they're not going to take care of it as well as you're taking care of it, and it'll get more bumped up. It doesn't make the etrog worth less; it makes it worth more. Hashem loves those bruises because of the togetherness, because of the unity. When you have unity, Hashem looks away from some of the imperfections, right? So that's what we have to do. We have to understand that we're not compromising. You should not compromise halacha. You should not compromise the Torah. You should not whatever. But there's certain things that you are able to go a little bit lower, to go this direction or that direction, to bring people together. Now, that being said, how do you get to actually know somebody and love them? The only way to know someone and love them is to get to know them, is to go over and have a conversation with them. So that's one of the things we're doing over here. We're talking to a lot of people and just sharing things back and forth. And when right before Yosef was sold down to Mitzrayim, his father asked him, "Go check on your brothers. Go see where they are." And he went around and was looking for his brothers, and he didn't find them. And then he asked somebody, "Do you know where my brothers are?" And they said, "Oh, I think they went to Dotan." So he goes over to Dotan, and then it says that he saw his brothers merachok, and then it continues that they hated him because of that. So I think the key word is that they saw him merachok. They saw him from far. A lot of times you'll see somebody from far, and you'll make up stories in your head, whether you like it or not. You're making up stories. Oh, that guy, like he looks like he's upset, or he looks like he's this, or he looks like he's a mean person, or he looks like whatever. But if you go over to him and you say, "Hey, Shalom Aleichem, I just noticed you, I want to introduce myself to you." You have a great conversation and you get to know him. And all of a sudden it's like, wow, this guy is great. So everybody has positives and negatives to their personality, to who they are. But the more you get to know them, the more the positives you're going to see and be able to, and the more you talk to them. So what do you have to do? You have to talk to people. Don't see people merachot. Don't say, "Oh, the Chilonim over there, the Charedim over there." You don't say that. You look at them, you're like, okay, let me talk to them. Let me spend a day with them. Let me see what they're like. Let me see what makes them tick. And the only way that you're going to connect with them is to actually get together. And from Pirkei Avos, you say, Hillel Omer, Havemi Talmidav Shel Aaron, right? You have to be like Aaron's disciples. Ohev Shalom Verodeh Shalom. Ohev et Habriyot U'Mekaben LaTorah. He says he would chase after peace. But what did he do first? Ohev et Habriyot. He loved everybody. And then he is Mekaben LaTorah. You cannot be Mekarv somebody unless you first love them and they feel it. Because when you're face to face and heart to heart to somebody, they will know how your heart feels about them. When you learn to love them, they will automatically mirror back and they'll start to love you. That's when you bring Torah into it. That's where the opposite comes in. And I think it's possible, and I think it's happening. And more and more people start talking. More people like you that care are going to continue doing this, and we're going to change the world. Yeah.
What?
That's nice because I think
But I'm saying, so we figure out
the beginning and the end was the same because
right.
you
We'll
said
work down all the
that
kids. What's them? What's them?
you get a little bit.
Wait, no.
Right.
What's them?
Yeah.
And also, when Aaron would have to leave the Beit
Okay,
Hamikdash,
fine.
he would
Do I know anyone
he
who
would get tameh. Like
Oh, no,
everybody
but
would have to
that's fine.
become tameh to
Wait,
go
but thousands of
into
those?
the.
Right.
So there is a little bit of.
Okay, fine. Okay.
There, Rav Moshe Feinstein said that just like you're supposed to give Meiser of your money, it's a menag, whatever, you should also give a Meiser of your Torah learning. Wait, so if I'm learning really, really well at a high level, you're saying 10% of that I should be learning with somebody that doesn't know how to learn and lower my level? The answer is yes. Sometimes you have to have a Yerida with Torah Chaldeah. Sometimes you got to do that, and you don't understand. Like the whole idea of saving somebody, Pikuach Nefesh on Shabbos, you're saving somebody, you're breaking one Shabbos so that many Shabbosim can be kept. Right? Sometimes if you're Mekar of one person, if you lower yourself, I'm not saying you compromise a lot, but if you lower yourself a little bit and you bring one person back, that person is going to be doing mitzvahs forever and ever and ever. You have no idea what effect it's going to have. Their mitzvahs are going to be way more than anything that you compromise to get. You have to do that. That's what Hashem is looking for.